So our next example, 10 pupils placed at random in a line. Find the probability the two are separated. It's a probability. So think fraction. You're going to have two numbers in your fraction.
So with no restrictions, it's 10.
With no restrictions, yeah, the bottom number here is your if there are no restrictions number, that's correct. And with no restrictions, it is 10 factorial, you are correct. So the denominator of the fraction is 10 factorial. That is big.
3,628,800.
Yeah, okay. That's 3 million, okay, to start with. So if you're doing one of those a second, you can work out later on how long it would take just to go through those. A long time. So, sometimes in these questions, you actually need to think of the opposite of what you want, because it can be easier. Just stick with it for now, okay? What I'm going to draw so far, I'm going to draw 8 dashes with spaces between them. There are 8 dashes there. Those 8 dashes, each dash there, represents one of the 8 people who are not the youngest 2. How many ways are there of arranging the 8 dashes?
40,300.
Okay, what some of you done?
8 factorial.
Yeah. There are 8 factorial ways of arranging those. I'm not going to bother working that out at the moment. We'll just keep it as 8 factorial.
Okay.
Now, if the people who are the 2 youngest are going to be together, how many places could they stand in if they are going to be together? Can you describe where those 7 places are? Where are those 7 places? I want to show them on here with a red cross. What are you counting, Callum?
Between 1 and 2.
Between the gaps.
Yeah, the gap.
So, if the 2 youngest are going to stand together, they could stand in any of those places. And also, yes, on the end. If they were going to stand together. So, we can say here that each cross represents a place where the 2 youngest could stand if they were together. Now I know that's not what we want, but how many places are there that they could go then, if you count those up?
9.
Yeah. And that is 9 places they could stand. So there are 9 places where you can have the 2 youngest together. But the 2 youngest people are different people. There are 2 of them. So they in themselves can be arranged in how many ways?
2.
Yeah, 2 factorial, which is the same as 2. So, the 2 youngest can be arranged in 2 factorial ways. And if you put these 3 results together, that result, and that result together, your 8 factorial times by 9 times by 2 factorial, that is equal to the number of ways the 2 youngest are together, which is the opposite of what we wanted. So, I'm going to have to zoom out to get some of this on here. How many ways are there the two youngest are not going to be together? You've done the right thing. Patrick?
Would you use the original one for
This one up here?
10 pupils and just take away the
Yeah.
opposite?
Okay. So what we want is them not together, which is the opposite. So, okay. But we want the opposite of this. And the opposite, in probability, the opposite is 1 minus. But here, the opposite is everything or all, take away what we've just got. If that makes sense. So, the number of ways they are not going to be together is the 10 factorial we had earlier on, if there were no restrictions at all. Take away the number if they are together. So that, whatever that is, becomes the top number in our fraction. Now I think James has worked that out on his calculator. What did you get, James?
Oh wait, the total for how many ways they can't be together.
Well, okay, which have you worked this one here out, have you?
Oh, I did that, and I did like
'Cause I've got
10
this here.
factorial minus.
I've got this here as being 725,760
Yeah.
is what I've got there for that one. 725,760.
I got the total to be 290,3040. I don't know if that's right.
Okay, so we've said the top number is going to be 10 factorial, which we said earlier was that number, minus that, and the bottom number was that number. If you put that in your calculator and press all the right buttons, you should end up with a very nice answer.
4/5.
4/5. Yeah. So the probability they are not together is 4/5. I'm going to pause the video at that point.